Modi show of strength in Varanasi with allies and supporters in tow. The Prime Minister files his nomination papers. Banaras votes in the last phase of this election. Rahul Gandhi hard sells Nyaya in Bihar with the RJD's Tejasvi Yadav says his minimum income guarantee scheme is a surgical strike on poverty. Did Priyanka Gandhi Vadra develop cold feet? Indian Overseas Congress Chief Sam Pitroda claims it was her decision to not challenge the Prime Minister in Banaras. Criminal complaint against the BJP's debutant Gautam Gambhir. The Aam Aadmi Party says he has 2 voter cards. A Delhi court will hear the matter. And another star on the BJP bandwagon after Sunny Deol singer Daler Mehendi has joined the party. Hello and welcome to an all-new episode of India Election Watch. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay and this is the show that brings you the latest on the world's biggest election. Verified updates, unbiased analysis. The entire election day wrapped up in 30 minutes. Let's begin with the highlights. It was an action-packed day, and day 2 rather, for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He was in his constituency of Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. He filed his nomination papers. In 2014, the Prime Minister had won this seat with a thumping majority. This time, he's aiming for an even bigger margin. The BJP is putting its full organizational might behind the Prime Minister's campaign in Varanasi. It was a massive show of strength. A galaxy of leaders from the BJP and allies from the NDA were present, not to mention the large group of BJP supporters that was there to cheer him on. 4 people proposed Narendra Modi's candidature. This included the former principal of the Banaras Hindu University's Women's College and the chief cremator of Varanasi. Here is what the Prime Minister said after filing his papers.
मुझे जो आशीर्वाद दिए हैं, एक प्रकार से कल शाम को 5 बजे से लेकर अगर रात के 4-6 घंटे निकाल दें, शायद इतना लंबा रोड शो 12-15 घंटे का रोड शो एक काशीवासी ही कर सकते हैं। ये बाबा की नगरी, मां गंगा के आशीर्वाद भारत के उज्जवल भविष्य के लिए काशीवासी संकल्पबद्ध है। ये जो प्यार, ये दुलार, ये आशीर्वाद काशीवासियों ने दिए हैं, मैं हृदयपूर्वक उनका आभार व्यक्त करता हूं।
Earlier today, he offered prayers in a temple. On Thursday, he held a mega road show and performed the Ganga Aarti. It was a display of his popularity. Lakhs of supporters took to the streets. In fact, Prime Minister Modi took 2.5 hours to traverse the 7-kilometer route of the road show. His popularity in his constituency was quite visible. He remains the frontrunner to win this seat. Back in 2014, he had secured more than 6 lakh votes. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal came a distant second, defeated by a margin of more than 3 lakh votes. The show of strength in Varanasi will help the BJP's campaign across India. The images of lakhs of supporters chanting Modi's name leave an impression. The BJP hopes they will energize party workers all over India. It's not just the supporters. The presence of all NDA allies for this event is another masterstroke. It sends out a strong message. It projects the strength of the BJP and of the NDA, their alliance. It looks stable. It looks stronger compared to the fractured opposition. Do note that top leaders of the BJP made a beeline for Banaras for this event. The party wants to show that it stands united behind the Prime Minister. In terms of optics and messaging then, the Banaras Yatra has ticked all the boxes for Narendra Modi. Elsewhere, it was another day of drama. What else do you expect in elections? Before we get to the stories, let's bring you our rally roster. After filing his nomination, the Prime Minister addressed rallies in Siddhi and Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. The BJP President Amit Shah campaigned in Rajasthan. The state has 25 seats, half of which are going to the polls in this phase on Monday. Congress President Rahul Gandhi covered 3 big states in one day: Bihar, Odisha and Maharashtra. Let's start with the Congress president then. Rahul calling Rahul. Rahul Gandhi picked out a boy from the crowd during his rally. As luck would have it, the chosen boy's name was also Rahul. So Rahul Gandhi, the Congress president, called Rahul the boy to the stage and he even promised him a job. And Shakespeare said, "What's in a name?"
मैं स्टेज से आपको कह देता हूं, एक साल के अंदर बेटा तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? नाम क्या आपका? राहुल। ये देखो राहुल जी, आप आइए, स्टेज पे आइए। 10 लाख पंचायतों में युवाओं को रोजगार दिया जा सकता है। 1 मिनट में राहुल से नमस्ते कर लेता हूं पहले।
That was not the only headline that Rahul Gandhi made today. His flight experienced engine trouble. It was forced to return to Delhi. He took to Twitter to tell the world about it. And while the Congress chief was pointing out the lack of jobs, Prime Minister Modi appealed to women voters during his rally in Sindh in Madhya Pradesh. He highlighted his government's schemes to empower women. He also hailed the army's decision to employ women as jawans for the first time in India's history.
जन्म से लेकर जीवन के हर चरण में बेटियों और बहनों की रक्षा, सुरक्षा और सशक्तिकरण के लिए तमाम योजनाएं आज चल रही है। प्रसूता माता के पोषण के लिए 6,000 रुपये की सीधी मदद, अस्पतालों में सुरक्षित मातृत्व सुनिश्चित कराने की योजना, मुफ्त में टीकाकरण का अभियान, बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ अभियान, स्कूल और घर में शौचालय की सुविधा, माताओं बहनों को मुफ्त में गैस कनेक्शन, गरीबों को मिल रहे घर और उसका मालिकाना हक माताओं बहनों के नाम पर। ऐसी अनेक योजनाएं जो बेटियों को ध्यान में रखते हुए ही बनाई गई है। इतना ही नहीं, आपके इस चौकीदार ने पहली बार बलात्कार जैसे जघन्य अपराध के लिए फांसी की सजा का प्रावधान भी किया है। साथियों, इस चौकीदार को भारत की बेटियों पर पूरा विश्वास है। इसीलिए पहली बार देश की रक्षा सुरक्षा के अग्रिम मोर्चे पर बेटियों को तैनात करने का फैसला लिया गया है।
Of course, rallies are not the only way to communicate. Ask Finance Minister Arvind Kejriwal. He wrote another blog on Facebook and is making waves. The title is this: Has the Congress thrown it up? The contention is that the Congress has already lost the battle. The party and its leader Rahul Gandhi are 48 years behind schedule, he says. He also criticized Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's decision to skip Varanasi. In Bengal, TMC chief Mamata Banerjee took on Modi for calling her sticker Didi. She said the Prime Minister came to Bengal only for votes. She promised to give him a rasgulla from Bengal. A rasgulla made of soil and pebbles to break the BJP's teeth, she says. Who needs cinema and drama when there's such entertainment in politics? These are this Friday's blockbusters. The fourth phase is significant for the western state of Maharashtra. The fourth phase happens on Monday, the 29th of this month. 17 constituencies in the state will go to the polls on Monday, from Nandarbar and Nashik in northern Maharashtra to seats like Kalyan and Bhiwandi on the outskirts of Mumbai to crucial seats in the maximum city itself. It is well spread out, this fourth phase. Who is likely to emerge as the winner in these 17 seats? Last time, the BJP won 8 out of these 17. The Shiv Sena won another 9. So together, the NDA blanked the UPA in these seats, riding the Modi wave. In fact, the NDA got 41 out of 48 in Maharashtra. Their score was impressive, but this time things have changed. The Congress, which got a paltry 2 seats in 2014, is seeking a revival. How has Maharashtra voted in the past? Except for 2014, the Congress and the BJP have shared the spoils in the past, ditto the regional parties Shiv Sena and NCP. What are the key issues this time? Agricultural distress. It has hit several areas in the Marathwada region. The farm crisis was so intense that farmers took several marches from the rural areas to Mumbai in the last 2 years. Low price realization of farm products and lack of adequate government support to agriculture sector has led to anger in rural Maharashtra. The lack of jobs is a serious issue. It is plaguing all of India, and Maharashtra is no exception. There is anti-incumbency, that's for sure, but the Congress looks weak at the organizational level, especially in northern Maharashtra. While rural Maharashtra is hit by rural distress, urban Maharashtra is struggling due to poor infrastructure. Fire accidents, stampede deaths, traffic woes, these are all issues that threaten to derail the city that never sleeps. Besides, the NDA is facing internal rifts. The Shiv Sena and the BJP traded barbs until a few months ago. It is an uneasy alliance. Whether the voters forget the bitter squabble is something that could decide this election. That apart, the indirect support of Raj Thakkre's Maharashtra Navnirman Sena could help the UPA. So is the NDA losing? Not really, because the two parties have strong presence and are of course the Shiv Sena and the BJP. The voters in urban Maharashtra have shown an inclination to back the BJP over the Congress, but the tally is very likely to come down. They might not score 41 out of 48. The UPA has put some star candidates that could work in their favor, at least in a few seats. But the presence of Prakash Ambedkar's party could split the anti-NDA votes, and that may hurt the UPA. So here's what we think is going to happen in Maharashtra. The NCP and the Congress are likely to improve their tally in the rural parts of the state. The NDA is set to keep urban Maharashtra, but with a thin margin. Again, even Stevens. Come Monday, the fate of the candidates of 71 seats will be sealed in phase 4 of the Lok Sabha election. Yesterday, we discussed the top 5 battles in this phase. Today, we have 5 more. And top of our list is the battle for Ujiarpur in Bihar. The sitting MP Nityanand Rai of the BJP faces a tough test against the RLSP chief Upendra Kushwaha. It's a high-profile battle. Caste plays a crucial role. Nityanand Rai is from the Yadav community. Upendra Kushwaha represents the Keuris. Both these communities are in significant numbers in Ujiarpur, so expect caste-based polarization of votes. Who will it favor? The BJP. But it's not all hunky-dory for the BJP either. It faces anti-incumbency. Lack of jobs is a major issue. The BJP is allied with the JDU in Bihar, so anger against the state government also hurts the BJP. But Nitish Kumar will make all efforts to stop Upendra Kushwaha, who was once a disciple of Nitish Kumar. He quit the JDU in 2013. Kushwaha has vowed to teach a lesson to the BJP, but he'll have to account for the left. The left was once a dominant party in this constituency. They might split the anti-NDA vote, and that could be a decider in a contest of thin margins. Second on our list is a battle for Anantnag in Kulgam district in Jammu and Kashmir. It was once a Congress and National Conference bastion. Anantnag has alternated between the National Conference and the PDP since 1999. Now here's the thing to note. Anantnag voted in the third phase of this election. So why are we talking about this contest now? Because polling in Anantnag in one constituency will be spread out in 3 phases, the third, the fourth and the fifth. Mehbooba Mufti, the leader of the PDP, won the 2014 contest. It's a 4-way race and she's in the race again. National Conference has fielded a retired High Court judge, Hasnain Masoodi. The Congress has put up Ghulam Ahmad Mir. The BJP has fielded Sophie Yusuf. So who is the favourite? Last time Mehbooba Mufti won by a huge margin. She's in pole position thanks to National Conference and Congress both putting up a candidate separately. They are in alliance in the state but not across the state. It's a unique sort of an alliance. The understanding between these two parties is only for a few seats, but Mufti is facing severe criticism. Congress and National Conference have accused her of being responsible for extreme violence in South Kashmir because they say that she surrendered her party to the BJP. Besides the violence that has roiled the valley since 2014, the perennial issues of Article 370 and 35A still remain, and this could go down to the wire. Number 3 on our list. The battle for Unnao in Uttar Pradesh. The sitting MP Sakshi Maharaj of BJP faces former MP Anu Tandon of the Congress. The Gathbandhan has also put up a candidate, Arun Shankar Shukla. He belongs to the Samajwadi Party. It's a 3-way race now. Last time around, Sakshi Maharaj swept the polls. He got 5 lakh votes. But Samajwadi Party, the BSP and the Congress all polled 2 lakh votes. The Gathbandhan candidate will be hoping to cause an upset this time. That means bad news for the Congress. Seats like Unnao will be the test of political wisdom of the Congress party. Strong candidates can lose due to fragmentation of votes, especially in multi-cornered races. Sakshi Maharaj bargained hard for this seat, but he is on weak footing. Not just the rape case in Unnao, Maharaj's performance has been criticized heavily. It remains to be seen if he can survive this test. A defeat could mean an end to his political career. Fourth on the list, Etawah in Uttar Pradesh. A tricky contest, this one. Sitting MP Ashok Dohare is in the fray, but he has switched sides. Dohare won the seat for the BJP in 2014. Now he's fighting for the Congress. He's facing Ram Shankar Kataria, who represented Agra in the past. Social engineering is the key to win this constituency. It's a reserved seat. And Kataria is sure to give a fight to Dohare. Kataria is the chairperson of the National Commission for Scheduled Castes. He has represented the community in various forums, and that could work in his favor. He could benefit from the presence of the Samajwadi Party's Kamlesh Kataria as well. Now remember, the Samajwadi Party has a strong presence here. They won it from 1999 to 2014 before losing it to the BJP. So this looks like their bastion. Plus the alliance with the BSP is bound to help the Gathbandhan candidate. It's a proper three-way race. And finally, fifth on our list, again from Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur, a high-profile battle. Senior Congress leader Shri Prakash Jaiswal pitted against Satyadev Pachauri of the BJP. Jaiswal held this constituency between 1999 and 2014, but he lost the seat to Murli Manohar Joshi of the BJP in 2014. Joshi has not been given a ticket this time around. Instead, the BJP has opted for a strong state-level leader, Satyadev Pachauri. The Gathbandhan candidate is unlikely to cause major harm to the Congress here. Traditionally, Kanpur has voted for national parties. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi have both held rallies here and also road shows for Jaiswal. The Congress is smelling its chances in Kanpur, but Jaiswal would do well to not take Pachauri lightly. The two had faced off in 2004. Jaiswal won by a thin margin then. Kanpur has 3 lakh Muslim voters and 3 lakh Brahmin voters. It's too close to call. On Know Your Candidate, the spotlight is on Babul Supriyo, the BJP's candidate from Asansol in West Bengal. It is only one of the 2 seats that the BJP won in 2014 from that state, a state dominated by Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress. Babul Supriyo is 48 years old, a graduate. He was first elected to Parliament in 2014. As a parliamentarian, his attendance was 45%. That's well below the national average of 80%. He participated in no debates. He moved no private member bills. He asked no questions. He's a former playback singer, television host and anchor. He joined the BJP only in 2014 when he fought his first election. He's currently the Junior Minister of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises. And yet, he's the BJP's star campaigner in West Bengal, wresting Asansol from the TMC's Dola Sen by a margin of 70,000 votes in 2014. This time, he's pitted against the Trinamool's Munmun Sen, who defeated the CPM's 9-time MP in Bankura in 2014. She is a giant killer. Babul Supriyo knows that it may not be a walkover this time. Asansol is West Bengal's second largest city after Kolkata, with some of the state's biggest coal mines here. It was a communist bastion for 2 decades, and then in 2014 it went to the BJP. Supriyo has courted controversy. In March this year, he said the BJP government's efforts to bring back fugitives from abroad was a quote-unquote political and ethical slap on the face of the Congress President Rahul Gandhi. At an event for differently abled, he joked that he would break a man's leg for fidgeting. Lack of job opportunities, no industry, and closure of the state-owned Hindustan cables are main issues for the voters in this Bengal constituency. Asansol also saw a communal flare-up in March last year during Ram Navami. Frequently asked question, which way will Rajasthan sway? It's a very topical question because 13 out of the total 25 constituencies in the state will vote in the 4th phase. Who is winning? Let's pull up the numbers. A look at the past Lok Sabha elections reveal that the state has voted alternatively to both the national parties. In 2014, the BJP, spearheaded by Vasundhara Raje and mostly Modi, blanked the Congress. So according to the natural laws of Indian politics, the Congress should do well this time. But is politics so black and white? Not at all. Not especially in Rajasthan. Here's where a look at how the state has voted in the assembly matters. Again, Rajasthan tends to swing. It has alternatively chosen between 2 parties. But except for 2013 assembly elections, every other election has been close at the state level. Interestingly, when it comes to parliamentary elections, voters have overwhelmingly chosen the BJP or the Congress. They choose one party, they choose decisively. So the question of who is winning comes back again. Rajasthan is an agricultural state. The problems that hurt the sector hurts Rajasthan the most. Last year, 5 farmers in the Hadoti region committed suicide over the fall in garlic prices. Both the national parties are leaving no stone unturned to impress the rural voters of Rajasthan. The Congress, which came to power in the state in December 2018, immediately announced farm loan waivers for small and marginal farmers. Both the parties have promised income support schemes, but they have avoided looking at implementing the MS Swaminathan Commission recommendations and hiking MSP for farmers. Lack of jobs is another issue. In 2013, Vasundhara Raje promised to bring 1.5 million jobs. She was booted out in 2018. But the scale of defeat in December reveals that the BJP still has a significant support base in this state. The people said that they were angry with Vasundhara Raje, not the Prime Minister. Her Bhamasha Yojana, in which the state government transferred financial and non-financial benefits to women directly, has worked. During her term, she also organized a host of international summits, an attempt to woo multinational companies to Rajasthan. But the power tussle in the BJP could hurt the party badly. Raje's grip on the state BJP weakened after her defeat in 2018. The party is now hoping for the Modi magic to work in its favor. And talking about power tussles, the Congress has a major problem as well. The Congress won last year's assembly polls all right, but it was not the scale that they wanted. And that's because of factionalism. The Sachin Pilot supporters versus the Ashok Gehlot loyalists. A close race helped Gehlot return as the chief minister. That would imply that Pilot will have a larger national role to play after the election. Whether the traditional Gehlot voters will back such a scenario is anyone's guess. The whole of India votes on community lines, Rajasthan more so. Rajputs were upset with Raje's government over many issues. That's said to be a major contributor to the BJP's defeat last year. But it's not just Rajputs. There is also discontent between Jats and Gujars over the latter's inclusion into OBC quota, and Gujars are not happy either. They want the scheduled tribe status while the Meenas got it. Gujar leaders think that allocation of the ST status to Meenas has given them more representation. This is where it gets interesting. To appease the voting public, a party has to get its caste arithmetic right. Adding to the division of votes among castes is the BSP. It polled a significant percentage in 2018, and the BSP is expected to continue that trend. The party has traction in the state, though it's not powerful enough to be a power center. Those 3 to 5% votes may hurt the Congress party. The state is also polarized on communal lines. Several cases of mob lynching were reported in Rajasthan. Our assessment is that it's even Stevens, just like the assembly polls. This may well be the first Lok Sabha election in Rajasthan in which both the national parties get more or less the same number of seats. So here we are in the middle of India's election. The more the things change, the more they remain the same. Eradication of parties again back on the minds of the netas. They have been eradicating it for 72 years. Both the national parties in India and almost all the registered parties are seeking votes in the same way they did in the past. The promise to quick fix solutions to long-standing problems, like loan waivers and income support guarantees to lure the below poverty line voters. But what do the voters want? Is there a survey? Yes, there is. The Association of Democratic Reforms has conducted a nationwide survey. The sample size is more than 2.5 lakh people across 534 Lok Sabha constituencies. What does the survey find? Need for better employment opportunities is the top priority for the voter. 46.8% of voters call it their primary problem. Number 2, need for better hospitals and primary health care. More and more hospitals have come up in the last 20 years, but providing basic health care still remains an issue. The third priority, as revealed in the survey, is shocking. India's voters say the lack of access to drinking water is an issue. From water surplus states like Uttar Pradesh to water deficit states like Tamil Nadu, every state is struggling from this shortage. It's an issue that highlights the failure of India's political parties: better roads, better public transport, availability of water for agriculture, agricultural loan availability, higher prices for farm products, agricultural subsidies, and better law and order. These constitute the top 10 priorities for India's voters. The survey also reveals some shocking truths. 41% of people accept that distribution of cash, liquor, and gifts influences their voting behavior. The use of money to win elections has become a trend. It has been for a while. Already, the Lok Sabha election in Vellore constituency in Tamil Nadu has been cancelled because of this. So, what do people think of the government? Among the 32 states and union territories that have been polled for the survey, voters gave below average ratings to the government in 29 states. This is for the state level. May 23rd will tell us what the people think at the national level. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of India Election Watch. Do join us on Monday with an all-new episode. Thanks for watching.